Are you ready to join me? Let's do this.
The opinions and views expressed by individuals during this broadcast are their own and may not be the opinions of this network, their group, or other organization they may be involved with.
Good morning, friends, and how are you doing out there in the land of the internet? You know, I've been in Facebook jail for, 80-something days, so I thought I'd wear the appropriate uniform for you all. How is life treating you guys? Have you guys had one of those issues where nothing goes right, or when the things go right, they seem that they could just get worse? You know, the internet is that place that we play around on and we hang around and we play in. And you never think about the perils of it until all of a sudden someone says you've said something or done something wrong and then Facebook jail gets involved. Then when you get involved, suddenly your whole world is put on just a pause because, well, let's be honest, it's the way that we operate. And when you're operating in the live world and you're operating in groups, you're trying to share when you can, right? You must accept the fact that there are going to be disappointments in life, but at the same time, there's going to be hurdles that are going to get us past those disappointments. Sometimes I have to ask, and I ask this quite frequently, what the hell is my purpose and my job here on this planet? I know a lot of people are thinking that. Some people think it's simple, just grow your babies. Other people will be good to each other, preach love. I don't know, some people are like water skiing, golf. I haven't really figured it out yet. But you know, when I come up here in the morning, it's one of those things that I kind of find fun. It's not that it's fun like playing golf or fun like running around with your friends. It's fun in a different way that we get to share our information with each other. Some of it that we do like, some of it we do agree with, others that we think is just plain simply weird. Now, it's our choice and your choice to figure out and decipher what that is. It's kind of like the news. You know, you find what you want to hear and you read what you want to read, or you find what fits to the dynamic that you're looking for.
Advertising space available at NOK.
Contact us for a rate sheet at nucknetwork.com. Send us a message on our social media platforms or email us at info@noknetwork.com.
Well, if you just got here, we are right here in the land of the internet, possibly in the search browser that you're looking for. We're on the NOK network right now. Put it away for 30 minutes a day on the IWK. If you see those sessions, you probably should join. You know, we got some really talented people with some really cool topics that get up there, and they really throw down some cool ideas and really makes you think. That's a lot, really? Oh, well, take a look. You know, every time that I look at those pictures of lovely Canada, all I can say is one word. How the hell you guys do that in the snow, and you have bison and you have Mr. Trudeau? I don't quite get it, but you know what? You guys are in the land of the free in Northern America, that is, which is ultimately a beautiful thing. When we teach this in school, we talk about our brothers up north in that other country called Canada. But we never really talk about it being a part of this country being North America. Everybody suddenly forgets because, you know, they talk with accents, you know, and they get out, you know, and they do these things, you know, and everyone thinks that they're just different than us. Whether you have that accent or, hey, y'all, how you doing? Or you're doing another accent, it doesn't matter because we're all from the same place. If you're not getting out and understanding this, I advise you get out, see something of the world, maybe drive around a little bit, open your window, wave to some people.
Hey, hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimator Warrior, and I would like to welcome you to Smoke Signal in Tyndinaga.
One dab make your whole dome drip sweat. One dab make the homies all dip set. One dab, only really need one dab. One dab.
Smoke Signal is a medical dispensary where you can get all your products and needs.
Start vaping a whole bunch. Might just start laying up the blunts. God. Ooey, ooey, gooey, that's a sticky dab. Sticky dab. Might just have to put this one on Instagram. Go and hold it in, feel it in your ribs.
So come and check us out in Tyndinaga. 55 Highway 49 in Tyndinaga. It's on the res, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week.
That's the Mohawk territory. Oh no! Did you know in the old times, man, you couldn't even go into the area that the Mohawk Indian were in? They were so savage and so crazy and so wicked and revered. And it's crazy that the Indian tribes would fight, indigenous people, please excuse me, would fight amongst each other instead of gaining up power to take on the federal government. But of course you couldn't do that because Abraham Lincoln was making sure that the separation was done. Now, with that being said, well, good morning and good afternoon. How are you guys doing out there? A few people showing up. That's awfully nice of you guys. So take a look. You know, I see the 2 likes. If you can get some reactions in there, that does help my page. Believe it or not, the reactions actually move my algorithm along. This is so people can see me. I don't know about that. Hey, spin this. You know, fun and excitement is always something that I think that my friends should definitely share with each other. I had a conversation with somebody a few days ago about the whole planned cowboy thing. Their question to me was, so let me get this straight. You go out and you play cowboy, you flirt with people, you talk to people, and you're a general ass. Yeah. So is it any different than you do on your everyday? It was funny. He stumped me because I was like, oh, you got me. But on any regular day.
Bong it time, it's bong it time. Don't you just know bong it time? It's bong it time, it's bong it time. Everyone loves bong it time. Bong it time, it's bong it time. Don't you just know bong it time? It's bong it time, it's bong it time. Everyone loves bong it time.
Not everybody does bong hit time, but most people will at least understand it if they've done it once or twice. For me, it's the way that I kind of get away. You know, I was saying this earlier about being in Facebook jail. So, as I said earlier, I wore the proper uniform, guys. I wore the county jail Los Angeles orange jumpsuit shirt for you guys because I wanted to show you that in jail I have solidarity with my fellow inmates. Not really. If you were doing time in Facebook jail, definitely put a thumbs up there and let everybody know, because this is one of those things that does suck. You know, we could tell our friends, we can have our friends come and see us, we can share all the videos we want. The problem really becomes if you don't have people getting behind you, they're not going to push your product. I'm going to show you guys something right now that is not my product, but it's something that will make you feel better. Remember, inhale the good shit, exhale the bad shit. Why do you think people focus on the bad shit? Why do you think people hang up on the bad shit? Like the news. Yeah, I'm going to read the news today, but I'm not going to carry on with the bad shit because the bad shit's already done. You see enough of it throughout your day, every morning, every night, every web browser that you go to, every conversation that you go to, every coffee house, every dinner place you go to, every time you sit down with your family, your friends, guests. Everyone wants to talk about this thing, this political jargon, this thing that's going on in the world right now. Problem with this is that we all have opinions, and our opinions aren't necessarily right or wrong, but there are opinions. I got an opinion.
All the way here to Tombstone, and they seem they got my here sign. Politicians. What are more than politicians? More than overpaid jerks and tight suits. I couldn't fit into a suit. A little hot during the summertime. And especially, my spurs look a little funny in them. What? Get out of here! Get out of here!
That's right. Politicians in tight suits. Could you imagine back in the day that you wore a three-piece suit and you wore spurs and you wore a gun belt and you carried a bag with you and you walked around taking care of your business, or a portfolio if it was, and you walked around taking care of your business on the regular. If they didn't have air conditioning, they were lucky if they had people with palm fronds and fans blowing them in there. Sometimes they did have ceiling fans. And a lot of times, if you go into public places like dentist office, libraries, museums, banks, they would have automated fans that would be spinning and turning. But the thing is, these are not fans like oscillating fans like you and I know to this day. It just doesn't happen that way. You know, my uncle came over when he was trying to explain to me that most of us kids and most of us people on the internet have it all wrong. He said that I quoted something wrong. So I told him, if you let me videotape you giving the proper quote, I will make sure that all of my friends know your quote? And he said to me, of course, Wayniac. He's a little old and he's a little weird, but it doesn't matter. The whole idea is that he still has an opinion, and the opinion, it does carry through, holds water at times. But here's his thought on the matter.
I believe the saying is, one who lives in a golden canoe must never throw rocks at a plastic dinghy. You need to get your facts straight when you put them out there on the internet.
Right.
Yeah, there's a 3-second delay. Hi, there is a 3-second delay that you guys witnessed. I was talking to my wife, and then all of a sudden a 3-second delay carried over, and then you guys were here and like, oh my God, I might have ruined the magic in the show. Hey, do you guys know that I know magic?
Most of you don't know this, but I don't really do the whole foam thing. Foam cups kind of freak me out. It's something about the texture or something about the static that it builds. Let me demonstrate. As I have it, just hold on to it, and then wow, trip out on that somehow. It's just this weird static that happens. Hey, be good to yourself and stay away from the foam.
You know, being good to yourself is a big question. How many of us are truly good to ourselves? How many of us realize what we're doing on the regular day to day and then wonder if it's good or bad? I don't think people think of it that way. I think people just do stuff and then they worry about the outcome if the police are involved or if they have to answer to somebody. Generally, when we do these things, you have to think, first, what is good for you? Second, what is good for my neighbor? And then you got to remember that, hey, it doesn't matter. We're all breathing the same air. For broadcasting and other things that you're interested in, contact the NOK. You know, broadcasting is a little easier than you think. It's actually a lot more fun than you think. I want to talk about something and take a moment of your guys' lives. Holding the light. What does that mean to you? Holding the light is a positive thought. Some people are like, holding the light? You mean the flashlight, the sea light, the sun? No. Holding the light, not letting your neighbor in, not letting your neighbor take your son away, not letting your neighbor deteriorate you or let you feel less than. You know, holding the light is a fact. It's a thing that we have to do. These are some times that we're in right now. People are asking ourselves, what can we do to be different? What can we do to be a better person? Who are you going to vote for? What are you going to buy? Have you seen the price of eggs? Have you seen the price of gasoline? Have you seen there's a war going on? The whole thing is that this mass. Take two. This mass pandemonium is only doing a few things to us. It's confusing our brothers and our sisters. It's giving us high blood pressure. It's sending us different ways. The other ways that I'm talking about, no. I'm not talking about left, right, and indifferent. I'm talking about those other ways of making decisions and choices. When's the last time that you saw that homeless person on the street and you just walked by like, no, nothing to do with you? Look, I'm not saying pass on money. I don't have money to pass on. But what I am saying is pass on the love and let them know that you're there. Hey, by the way, be the windmill. Yeah, that's right. Martin Luther King said a lot of famous things, but most people only think of his famous speech, I Have a Dream. Did you know that he was also a forward thinker and he was also a problem solver? This is a problem that people don't know. They don't look into the deeper, darker things that we need to know about problem solving. Man, my mom and dad used to say to me, you got to break some eggs to make an omelet. What does that mean? But I do know what it means. The idea is that we have to make a change, and in that change comes different opportunities. Now, with that being said, You watch this.
It's kind of hot. You should probably go inside. Well, this is better, but you should probably go inside. It's kind of bright. You should probably go inside. Well, this is better, but maybe inside.
Hey, by the way, keep it green, only on the NOK.
Hey, hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimator Warrior, and I would like to welcome you to Smoke Signal in Tyndinaga.
One dab make your whole dome drip sweat. One dab make the homies all dip set. One dab, only really need one dab. One dab.
Smoke Signal is a medical dispensary where you can get all your products and
Might
needs.
start vaping a whole bunch. Might just start laying off the blunts. God. Ooey, ooey, gooey, that's a sticky dab. Sticky dab. Might just have to put this one on Instagram. Go and hold it in, feel it in your ribs.
So come and check us out in Tyndinaga. 55 Highway 49 in Tyndinaga. It's on the res, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week.
Tune in daily to NOK Network's diverse podcasting lineup. Ganja News Update, Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Tara Simpson and Ron McNabb. Waking Up with the Wayniac, Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific with Wayne Cruz from sunny California. Grow 420, Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern with Ron McNabb. Psychedelic Reporters, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Hobbies Puppets and Tara Simpson. Peace, News and Views, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Sir Stevo and Kim Cooper. Thursdays we have Open Your Eye with Kim Cooper and Tara Simpson, 8 p.m. Eastern. Followed by Thursday Night Vibes at 9:15 p.m. Eastern with Master and Mama Rochi. The IWK 710 Daily Sesh airs 7 nights a week with our rotating joint hosts, nightly at 7 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for tuning in to all the podcasting on NOK Network.
Are you a Northern Ontario resident searching for credible information on cannabis as a medicine? No Sir is here to help. Established in 2013, Northern Ontario Cannabis Education and Resources is here for you. No Sir Director Kim Cooper brings you 45 plus years experience utilizing cannabis as a medicine, and she is spreading that education across the North. Activism, referrals, resources, and more at No Sir. Don't be a jackass. Say no, sir, to propaganda with No Sir. Find them at www.nocer.ca.
Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at knocknetwork.com. send us a message on our social media platforms or email us at info@noknetwork.com.
Hey, dudes and dudettes. Enjoy the show, man.
You heard me and you're back. I was getting a review and being told, so why don't you tell me what you think? You know, when you watch these shows and these commercials, I watch people go, oh God, and disappear, which is cool. It's generally 4 minutes of your life that you can't get back. But the one idea is that the network that we're a part of, we get help from outside. That outside help does wondrous things for us. If you ever wonder how we get all this stuff, like the swag, the shirts, the stickers, the pins, the buttons, advertisement, it's because we have people helping us along the way. Guys, oh, look who's here. Oh my God, it is Miss Kim Cooper herself. She tuned in as the commercials played. That's funny. That's what it's like. That's what it's like. You like that, do you, when the commercials are playing? Of course you like when the commercials are playing. But you know, most of us have this idea, and the idea is that we like to take care of business in one or the other way. I take care of business this way. Cannabis. Imagine that. Remember when you were a kid and people were like, you smoke the devil's lettuce, you smoke reefer, the devil. It's kind of wild that now it's become such a norm everywhere you go. You know, when I was a youngster going to clubs and nightclubs and playing in clubs, I remember driving up to them and you would find the strangest things in the gutters when you're at these clubs. You'd find empty bottles and prophylactics because you know what people are doing, right? But nowadays, when you're out there, you're finding some empty bottles here and there, but you find a whole lot of cannabis paraphernalia. Wrappers, bags, papers, Ziploc bags, and it's a shame. You know, we should be cleaning up after ourselves and not giving everybody this bad idea of what we are. Because if more stoners go out there and ruin it, then obviously it's going to ruin a good thing for all of us that want to do this glorious thing, being a stoner, that is. I find it interesting. You know what's even more interesting than that? The wacky part of the world called the news. I know. When you watch the news, you get caught up and you get carried away with the madness that he said, she said, they said, and it's all on a TV show that is all about ratings and hysteria. You know, the news does not show you little Mary Ann gave birth to a beautiful baby and he's healthy and he's happy. No, they don't give you that. They don't even give you the cat is stuck in the tree and 5 young, handsome firemen, July, June, and October went up to save the cat. They don't even give you that opportunity. Now it's either the government, the end of the world, fix herpes and go to school. No, they don't even go to school. They don't even care about that anymore. So the idea is that the news could be this thing that, you know, when I was a kid, my dad would sit in front of the news for hours and hours and hours. And when I was somewhere around 12 to 14 years old, it dawned on me, the news repeats itself. When the news repeats itself, it's generally time for me to walk away because at that point, you're not going to get any new information. You're going to get regurgitated bullshit. Now, when I was a kid, it was like, will America, Gorbachev, take down that wall? The thing was, Ronald Reagan was a trip, but I was awfully young to remember that. But I remember hearing my mom and dad complain, there's an actor in Hollywood? Oh my God, what an idiot. Here we were, Ronald Reagan ran this place with an iron fist, and he was an actor. Pretty crazy to think about, right? See how I just went there, but I didn't go there? I talked about something that I think is cool and interesting, but I didn't go into taking sides or picking anything that you would not like. Most people don't understand that there was a guy that was running against Ronald Reagan at the same time named Joe Biden. They forgot about that. Think about that. Joe's been doing this for a very long time. So, hey, give the old guy a break. But from me to you guys, you know what we got to do. There is only one thing to do. Good morning and hello, and how is your Tuesday doing out there in the land of the internet? Stunt Rider unfortunately breaks his bike, suffering a chance to break the world's record. A California rider, 19 years old, might have broken the Guinness Book of World Record riding his bike as a surfing board the distance of more than 656 feet. Is that crazy or what? The things that kids will do. Dog rescued from an abandoned citizens in Kentucky. You know, this dog was in a house for 45 days with no food and no water underneath the demolished house after they had a small destruction. They destroyed the house thinking that it was time to go. They didn't realize that there was a dog inside, and he lived 45 days. There's not a human being that could probably do that. Ultra rare Star Wars Boba Fett figure sells the record-breaking $1.34 million. And here's the deal with this Boba Fett action figure as a little boy that was into this stuff. Boba Fett action figure never had a rocket that fired from his backpack, but now they're claiming that you get 2 rockets from it. All right. Ohio man's dog license number earns him $50,000 in a lottery prize. Can you imagine that? Putting in your dog's license in there and winning the lottery. I mean, a lot of people do birthdays. A lot of people do other days that matter. 2, 4, 7s, 9s, 15s, 27s, their grandmother's birthday. Doesn't really matter. David Rush becomes the world's top record-breaking tile layer with 181 tiles laid. This Idaho man, David Rush, officially holds the Guinness Book of World Records for the world distinction of earned by his earning record of smashing records of 181 tiles. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Here's one for you guys that think about when you go into your cabinet and you open something and go, oh, it says it's good until, or don't eat until, or milk smells bad. It probably was bad a few weeks ago. A museum exhibit explores mysterious Kentucky meat that showed up from 1876 in a container. Yes, on August 19th, the Kentucky Museum new exhibit is dedicated to one of the Bath country's most mysterious historical events, or so-called Kentucky meat shower. That sounds pretty gross if you ask me. You know, I'm just not into it. Can you imagine some of these things that you're into that other people probably aren't into? You know, putting a dress on and going out to a nightclub when you should be at a biker club probably won't get your friends happy, but it will get you hit on. All right, a Florida man records a snake hitchhiking a ride on the back of an alligator. Ooh, Florida man hunting and pythons and Big Cypress National Preserve captures a video that he spotted a snake hitchhiking a ride on the back of a 15-foot alligator. 15 fucking feet alligator. That's bigger than your school bus. Okay, sorry. Yeah, and people are like, they should live. No, it should be a wallet or a backpack or maybe 4 or 5 bags. Irrelevant, because it's not going to hurt you or me. Boots. My wife is definitely on boots. I want to see my wife in some boots. Yeah, pretty cool. Okay, all right. Loose kangaroo makes a driver late to work in West Virginia. Get the fuck out of here, really? Drivers on their way to work in West Virginia ended up delayed by an unusual traffic hazard. A kangaroo on the loose. Now I'm imagining it's either a zoo on the loose or maybe someone has a private kangaroo. Do you know how expensive it would be to own a kangaroo here in the United States? I don't know. Texas woman's tongue is the world's largest at 3.1 inches wide. Yikes. Now, that's a lot of stamps and a lot of acid she can lick. That's pretty crazy. August 15th, Texas woman was awarded a Guinness Book of World Records for spanning contents from her mouth at 3.11 inches wide. Wow. For most of you guys, sorry. All right, Daredevil skis off 18,753,000 foot cliff to break the Guinness Book of World Records. Holy what? On August 16th, a British daredevil broke the Guinness Book of World Records by skiing off an 18,753 foot cliff and parachuting to the ground and survived. Holy fuck. Is this the things that people do for excitement? You can't go to the mall and you can't get married and you can't have kids. You can't buy a new car. You have to skydive off an 18,000 foot mountain. Yeah, right. That's pretty nuts if you ask me. Origins of the black ring in the skies over Virginia is a mystery. August 16th, several Virginia residents captured video. What seems to be a mysterious black ring was seen floating over the sky over Williamsburg area. Guys, here's one for you. I live in a town, I live in a town where we have a very unique thing that I like to share with people, and I don't get a chance to very often. It's like I'm not fast enough. To the north of me is this little place called Edwards Air Force Base. They are the home of all that is top secret, and they are all the home of what keeps America nice and safe. They have actually Zulu birds that sit out there. A Zulu bird is a jet that is always on, that is always waiting for the phone call. All it gets is one phone call, and these 6 guys jump out in these jets, and they fly up to meet anything that flies into the sky. Those are taxpayers' dollars always working. Now, with that being said, Edwards is such a cool place. Lots of airmen live there, and they have a lot of technology that goes on there. Now, to the south of me is a little place called Skunk Works. Skunk Works is the home of night vision. Anything that is night vision goggles or night vision or stealth technology, Skunk Work owns. So, in my town about a week ago, everyone's like, oh my God, there's a UFO. There's a UFO. We're all going to die. There's a UFO all over the web. And my little town actually made the big news because suddenly everyone thought that the aliens were here and it was an invasion and game over. Well, finally, our company called Skunk Works had to come out to the public and release that, okay, you caught on. We've been flying a drone around that's supposed to be top secret. You guys caught on. And now we had to break it to the public. Guys, see what the voice does. That's that idea. If you tell we are all going to stop pumping gas for one day and watch what happens to the gas stations, that's what we did to Skunk Works. The United States government, their biggest technology group of putting out things that are secret, and we made them break loose. Dogs spooked by thunder runs 20 miles from home. On August 15th, animal rescued in Ireland said that the dog spooked by a thunderstorm ended up running 20 miles from his home. You know, what a dog hears and feels and smells is a lot greater than you and I. Our olfactory, works a certain way. We have 2 small holes at the front of our face that has hairs inside there. These hairs actually pick up the environment around us. This is what keeps us from sneezing, and this is what stops us from getting debris up our nose. Where a dog's olfactory, their nose, can sense 1,000 times stronger more than us. This is why when they call in those police dogs, it is so imperative. You can't beat the dog. The nose knows, but he likes to eat other things that he shouldn't be eating. Irrelevant. All right. A mother cat and kittens rescued from behind a subway station's stairwell. Okay, take a look. Now, I'm going to repeat something I said earlier to you guys. Without sounding frantic and without sounding wacky, think about that for a moment. The news is so full of chaos. We're so full of people dying and the war in Serbia, this and that, people starving, and the price of this. And he said, she said, and Donald Trump said that, Kamala Harris said this, that we keep forgetting about those really wholesome, good messages. Guys, I'm going to read this nice and slow to you. A mother cat, kittens were rescued from behind a subway station wall. August 15th. Southeastern Pennsylvania Transportation Authority workers come to rescue a mother cat and kittens found trapped behind a stairwell at the stairwell subway station. Come on, can we have more of that in the news? Can we hear about people doing better? What if we did more news reports about, there's a 7th grade class that just graduated and is moving on to the 8th grade today? Or what if we have new students that learn to drive their car today and read a clock? Of course, we can't do that. People, that is holding the light. Now, when that light is held, some people want to give up because it seems like it's just a lot of work. And it is a lot of work. It is a lot of work. But the idea is, how much work are you willing to put in before you quit? Spanish man collects 3,615 different cell phones. What? I got like 4 in my closet. This guy's got 3,000 cell phones. August 15th, a Spanish man with special fondness for Nokia phones earns up the Guinness Book of World Records, collecting 3,615 unique models and brands. What an idiot. Sorry, dude, if you're watching, but yeah, you heard me say it. I think you're a total clown. We have 8 views. We have 8 reactions. Thank you so very much for showing up this morning, guys. Share it out to your friends. Get it out to everybody. Let them know that the morning news and let them know that the NOK is here today. Yeah, that rhymed. And by the way, if you can't take it away for 30 to 40 to 50 to 90 minutes a day, you should join it on the IWK on daily sessions with my friends on the East Coast, West Coast, and in the Midwest, and in the Northern country up north. The IWK. That's right. Michigan man thought $257,631 lottery dollar prize was a scam. A Michigan man delayed collecting his $257,631 lottery jackpot for 6 months for one single reason. He thought it was a scam. Could you imagine? That's about the only scam that you'd probably be like stoked with having involved in your day to day, right? Could you imagine that you're like, nah, I didn't go collect it because it's a scam.
In breaking news, heat waves going across the nation, preparing for summer.
Loose emu ended up on several days near Indiana highway. An emu spotted running loose several days in Indiana country was rounded up by sheriff deputies and helped back to the state troopers back to its location. An emu. Wow. Now there was a stuff called Emu 420 that I was really into a while there that they made out of emu, and basically it was a lotion that was CBD infused, and it worked, and it did really, really good job. You put it on maybe your hands, whatever you're going to put it on, and then it felt really good.
Can't argue with stupid. You just can't.
Crashed truck covers California highway in boxes of raisins. The California Highway Patrol said that 6 lanes of the California highway was closed due to a truck spilling hundreds of thousands of raisins on the highway. Wow, that's the news. Escaped peacock captures after days on the loose in Massachusetts. A peacock named Pete was captured after returning to his home after several days on the loose in Cape Cod, Massachusetts, this animal control officer said. You know, but these are things that you don't mind seeing in the news so much. It's not death, destruction, mayhem. It's just, it's animal stuff. Don't be a dick. One more time, please. Don't be a dick. It's pretty easy. Just don't be a dick. Be good to yourself. Basketball coach sinks 1,134 three-pointers in an hour to break the world's record. Now, that's pretty good. I'm pretty good at three-pointers, but this guy's got me beat. A high school basketball coach from Maine may have broken the Guinness Book of World Records by shooting 1,134 three-pointers in 1 hour. Holy crap. That is a lot of three-pointers. That is an impressive amount of three-pointers. Think about that. That's a dude on a mission. That's right, only brought to you from the NOK. You guys should hang out on the IWK on the afternoon day-to-day sessions, north, south, east, and west. That's right, put it away for 30 minutes a day on the NOK or the IWK. It doesn't matter. I messed that one up, but assuming. So, stranded cat rescued from on top of the power pole after more than 24 hours. An animal rescued in British Columbia enlisted the help of utility crews to rescue it after it was stranded for 24 hours on top of a pole. It's kind of weird what we do and what animals do when we are scared. A big part of what we do is we run for cover. We run to be safe, and this is how we can be safe. The thing is that sometimes it doesn't work out as planned, right? So these animals get stranded up there. They get up there and they're like, "I want to get down." I mean, it's a task, and it's something that we have to definitely take in consideration. Helping them's not all that bad. At least I don't mind.
Truthfully,
I'd slap you, but shit splatters.
You have 43 minutes until the next 420, and that's going to be in South Georgia, South Sandwich Isles, Manaqueck, Nook, and Greenland. Today is August 20th. Currently, the time is 10:38. It is 93 degrees here in Southern California. The man who moved the mountains was the one who began carrying away the smallest stones. The man who moved the mountains was the man who was, got to steal that one right there. The man who moved the mountains was the one man who began carrying away the smallest stones. Those are Zen proverbs, but got to carry away with you here. I like them. I think it's a cool idea. 420. It's not 420 yet, but you probably celebrate 420 with your friends, and when you do, make sure that your friends know that you're having fun. You guys aware of my friend Hobbies the Puppet and what he does? You should definitely check out what Hobbies does. He does some pretty original stuff on the web. Hey guys, I'm going to share something with you a little different than I normally do this morning. It's going to be 2 minutes of your life you can't get back, but it's a little something that I made for you. Enjoy.
Some days the void becomes clear. I can hear through it. It's almost like time stands still, but yet something's not quite right. Some days the void becomes clear. I can hear through it. It's almost like time stands still, but yet something's not quite right. You've seen the clouds as they gather in the sky, blotting out the sun. Or maybe they blot out the moon. These are the conversations that I want to have, I need to have with myself. Great structures built by men for men, in memories of the gods. Today, skyscrapers stand in the ingenuity of mankind, its prosperity, its power of moving forward. Magical mountains out of steel and glass. Sometimes it'd be easier just to get back to the ocean, right? Sometimes indeed. I know this is random. I'm sure you're not even going to get it. But my randomness is part of that void. Someone told me, it is better to look down at the roses than up at the roots. I gotta go. See ya.
I'm hoping that was enough positivity or enough of something for you. When we sit back and we think about what we're doing, our friends and our family want to comment. Our friends want to get in the way. They want us to know what we should do or what we shouldn't do. So we join these groups on Facebook. We join these groups to get around, share our opinions, share our work, share our philosophies. Sometimes we join groups. And these groups become our little families where you're up late at night, texting, making jokes, getting in your little political rants. You're feeling like you're a part of something. The something that we're a part of is greater than that something that we're hoping to be a part of. I know that's back talking, weird gibberish. But we always have to look for the better portion. I was raised that there's multiple ways to skin a cat, which I always thought was so stupid. But the way that we look at things and the way that we do things have to be different. You are bound to repeat the stupid shit that you've done throughout your life. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll be lucky. Maybe you'll dodge that bullet. Maybe you will be something that everybody else wants to be. I told you, you didn't listen.
Bong time, it's bong time. Don't you just know bong time? It's bong time, it's bong time. Everyone loves bong time. Bong time, it's bong time. Don't you just know bong time? It's bong time, it's bong time. Everyone loves bong time.
No, not everybody does. Most people try. Some people even attempt to try. Bong it time. You can sing along, you can get along, get with your friends. You know, I've been ending this show with a few different things lately. I've been ending it with an act and a feat that I think is so amazing. But first, let's take a walk down that creepy.
I'll take your picture.
Yeah, right. What'd you think of that? Did the door open? Did it close? What do you get from it? Yeah, an hour does really fly by. It's kind of nuts. You get up here and you start throwing content out, start throwing ideas out. Next thing you know, it's time to go. Guys, I've had so much fun hanging out with you this morning.
You can't argue with stupid. You just can't.
That's why sometimes you just can't argue. You just got to go along for the ride. I appreciate you guys, every bit of you, every one of you hanging out. I do believe I played all my commercials that I was supposed to be playing. I do think I took care of everything, and maybe
Tune in daily to NOK Network's diverse podcasting lineup. Ganja News Update, Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Tara Simpson and Ron McNabb. Waking Up with the Wayniac, Tuesdays at noon Eastern with Wayne Cruz from sunny California. Grow 420, Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern with Ron McNabb. Psychedelic Reporters, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Hobbies Puppets and Tara Simpson. Peace, News and Views, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Sir Stevo and Kim Cooper. Thursdays we have Open Your Eye with Kim Cooper and Tara Simpson, 8 p.m. Eastern. Followed by Thursday Night Vibes at 9:15 p.m. Eastern with Master and Mama Rochi. The IWK 710 Daily Sesh airs 7 nights a week with our rotating joint hosts nightly at 7 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for tuning in to all the podcasting on NOK Network.
There's so many people out there, and there's so many of us doing the same exact thing, that you all get the chance to do this every day. Thank you for hanging out with me this morning on the NOK. Thanks for coming and hanging out here with my Northern Canadian friends. Thank you for joining us for a little bit of fun and excitement. And looks like I got black stuff on my lips. Do I? Haha, I did. Thank you for coming and joining us. There are so many people out there streaming and holding the light as well. There's virtually a little bit of everything out there on the internet, a little bit of everything that you could possibly want. You want to know about growing, you want to know about plants, you want to know about being naked, you want to know about dancing, you want to know about romance. Yeah, Ryan. You can find it on the internet. But thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me this morning on the NOK. I totally appreciate it. I think I had fun, and I'm pretty sure that, hey, if you had fun, I would have fun too. And a big part of that fun is making sure that you can laugh, live, and love. Guys, do me a favor. Watch this. Get your facts straight.
I believe the saying is, one who lives in a golden canoe must never throw rocks at a plastic dinghy. You need to get your facts straight when you put them out there on the internet.
Thank you for joining me this morning on the UK. Thank you for all the excitement that we've had. I hope you've had fun with me. Maybe we can have some more again on another Tuesday.